This is GeroTheHero, and this is my review of Recreators Episode 9. Mimika is done for and bleeds to death, and her dying wish is to tell Alistalia, but unluckily the one that gets this message is Megane, who loves to tell lies, and convinces Alistalia that Meteora is to blame, which I have no idea why she would trust her enemy at all, regardless of who it was. Souta meets with Megane, who I think is kind of dumb. He would rather go on a date with Megane than fess up, and at first he almost falls for her lies that Meteora was to blame for Mimika's death. She tries to convince Souta that he was responsible for Mimika's death, but luckily Yuuya shows up and battles with Megane. Again, Yuuya doesn't act like a typical villain character because he actually tells Souta to snap out of it and ignore Megane because all she says is lies. Unluckily for Yuuya, his direct attack is blocked by Megane's power because she tricks him into her, she changes the way you talk and it binds your powers. Unluckily for Yuuya, his direct attack is blocked by her power, and I kind of wonder if this is permanent, or if she dies it goes away, or it only lasts for a certain time. Meteora explains this to Yuuya that he can't use this power anymore, but luckily he can still summon the spirit to attack for him. Megane escapes, but I kind of wonder if she will switch sides now that she has been exposed. Unluckily, the damage is done because Alistalia still thinks that Meteora is the cause and appears and is after her. Hopefully Meteora doesn't get killed by Alistalia or Megane if she's still lurking around, because I still don't know if she's authorized to use weapons. If not, she's going to be limited to blocking attacks unless Yuuya backs her up. Overall, interesting episode. The show is kind of showing that certain characters on certain sides, it doesn't mean that they'll necessarily stay there, and even who we consider the bad guys aren't necessarily all bad. If you look at like Alistalia and Mimika, they are good characters, but they are convinced by Altair, who's a bad guy, that she is right. So it's interesting that, it's not all black and white. There is some gray areas. And of course, with Megane, how she's basically a bad character that sided with the good guys. And you can kind of tell that she decided to stay on the good guy's side so she could cause chaos. And I kind of wonder if she was waiting for this kind of opportunity, because you can kind of see that she was giddy about it. It'll be interesting to see what happens next time. I'm sure it's going to start with a battle. So like always, comment below, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you next time.